Hopefully, I'll get over to Clearwater and see you one of these days before you get back up to Philly. All right. So, great talk. Like I said, baseball season coming up should be a good one. It should be like last year's baseball season was one of the best seasons I can remember in a long, long time. Kyle, you're not a big baseball guy. I know it. But last year, the races and the way the Cardinals got hot, right, going into September and then just burned through September, and the Red Sox and the Braves plummeting, and then everything that happened in the great postseason. It was just an amazing year. It's something that baseball will build on.
You can't replicate how last season ended. It was just truly amazing. The events that unfolded, 2 collapses that were beyond epic. I mean, that was catastrophic level. What happened with Atlanta and what happened with Boston. My wife's family is all from Boston, and I heard firsthand account of the train wreck that happened up there.
Oh gosh. The city of Boston I don't know.
I know.
It's got to be tough to get the level of drunkenness up in Boston. But I'm guaranteeing you the level of drunkenness went up about 0.08 on the breathalyzer test after the Red Sox.
With all that excitement, a lot of people in my circle were Yankees fans. The antithesis happened because, of course, watching the Red Sox fail is something any Yankee fan's all about, and they were just as excited as Red Sox fans were distraught. And even as a non-baseball guy, I still had to follow the finish because once I heard the stories around it with the race and how everything's going, it made it exciting. And that's even from the outside looking in, that's what I like about what they're doing to expand the wild card is having that single game playoff, because then you're going to have single games like that guaranteed every year to draw that excitement.
Well, like Hal said, we didn't get to ask Charlie. I'll ask personally. There's a lot of teams. You play 162 games. You're not playing 16.
Right.
You play 162 games.
Right.
To lose one and be done. It's tough to swallow. It's tough to swallow losing 3 out of 5 and being done.
Absolutely.
Let alone going into that first round losing 1 and being done for these guys.
But that's the excitement the fans want, man. I mean, I hear what you're saying.
I don't like it. I hate it.
I'm in Tom's car on this one. I can understand if you were tied.
I hate it. As a fan, I'll tell you what. If I sit and I watch the Philly or the Indians or whoever I'm a fan of for 162 games to get to the playoffs, to lose 1 freaking game and be done.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
Well,
I'm not sold on it.
Even a
Boston played 161 and did the same thing.
Well, no, even if you have a best of 3 series, because as Charlie said, baseball's a game of percentages, and sometimes the team that shouldn't win is going to win a game. And so by having at least a 3-game series, anything, more than 1 game.
In any game more than other baseball, that term they're due, or that guy's due, or he's due, or that means more in baseball than any other sport.
Right.
Because that's the only sport where you succeed 30% of the time. You succeed 1 out of 3 times, and you're one of the best in the game.
Yeah, your 300 hitters are elite. I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're a 300, player and
if you're shooting 30% from the
you're
field,
cut.
you're buried.
You're competing 30% of passes, you're done.
You're making 30% of your kicks. There's no way you're seeing a football.
You don't make it out of high school as a kicker.
So to succeed 30% of the time and be one of the greats, that's the thing about baseball. It's such a long haul marathon.
Yeah, it really is.
That and it's the success rate is so tough that when you go up there and you get those big hits, or you get the guys like Pujols that hit 340 and mash the ball, you got to covet it. And it makes it America's pastime. It makes it the greatest sport in the world, in my opinion.
And it helps make the dog days of summer that much more bearable.
Yes, and like I said, I'm gonna have to answer. But Harry Kalas, I remember I cried when Harry Kalas died 3 years ago because, like you said, the doldrums of summer. 162 times every summer, that man's voice was bringing me baseball. That's more than I see some of my grandparents. That's more than I see my family. So when that man passed away, it was a very, very sad moment. And that's what the thing is with baseball. It's not – football is such a quick sprint. It's here 16 weeks and it's gone. Baseball is here from March 1st, from February until October. Baseball is here with us. 162 regular season games and then the playoffs going into the World Series. And that's what makes baseball so great. That's why baseball always has been America's pastime.
The longevity.
It's just half the year you're sitting there watching baseball. And you can go out and you can play baseball. You just need a stick and a ball and a glove and you go play some baseball. So we're going to take the last break of the day. and come back. Hopefully get Haley or Ailey on from Forum Hair Salon and thank them. Maybe get someone from Half Shell. But anyway, we're hanging out here. We got 20 minutes left. Half Shell Oyster House. Forum Hair Salon, 1991 Main Street, Sarasota, Florida. Tom Kernan hanging out. Andrew Gluchov and Kyle Nash, student of the game. When we come back, we'll get into some headlines and wrap this show up. What a great day. And then tomorrow we'll be at the Tampa Convention Center for the Gasparilla Distance Classic Expo. Don't go anywhere. Wrapping up the show. We'll be right back.